Alright folks, welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Today's going to be basically exploration and doing a bunch of side stuff. Now that we've gotten our mods back, now that we've gotten our augs back I should say, we are going to be able to do a bunch of horrible things that probably would get us locked up in most cases. But seeing as how we are going super stealthy, and I also did some research on the Pacifist achievement, which is something I'm going for. Apparently I cannot use robots to kill people, so unfortunately that is no longer the option. So instead I will have to disable the robots before they can go on a murderous rampage. And like I said, this just reiterates what we've already done. If I start yawning, I apologize. I just woke up. Alright. Some more stuff down here to do. Fine, now that we no longer have to worry about being murdered. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. That pack. The pack.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
And that's what happens whenever you screw up. It's now locked down until that finishes. Now we could have come in through here. Without our augs active, we could never have made that jump. So, yeah. There's actually no way for us to have gotten up here via that route. Since I don't want to waste the multi-tool right now, my hacking is quite good enough to get through that one. It's better not to get drunk in this game, because that can make things a lot more, shall we say, interesting. Hacking level 1. There we go. That's better.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Restock. Nothing useful there. Again, nothing useful. Don't care what it costs. Nothing useful. Oh wait, there's still more over here to shoot through. Hacking software. We could have snuck down through here, around them, so long as we had them distracted somehow. There are multiple ways to approach every situation in this game. Okay, let's try this again. I've got 4 worm stop, and I'm probably going to have to use that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Oh, crap.
Access denied.
I forgot there were actually 2 I had to get to. How many multi-tools do I have? 3. I want to save those. While we're waiting for that to wind back down, I'm going to do a little bit of inventory management. Let's dismantle that. These I am not going to sell. Those will come in very much handy. And all my software goes down there. This is everything we can make. Tesla cartridges could actually be very useful. There's our primary mission right now, traveling to TF-29's headquarters. We gotta confront Sarah, get the calibrator, though technically we can ignore this mission since we don't need it anymore. Here's all the stuff that we've collected so far. And here's all the guides. Alright. Let's put that on. Since I can make more of these, here's how the multi-tool works. Or will work once the lockdown is finished. So you know what? I can come back and do this later. I can come back once I get more practice and upgrade my hacking.
Their stories of fear and experience.
just going for something. It's better just not to sit talking.
Tak si prvně pojď, Fischer. Pro tebe za běžnice.
Tell me. Duck out to the van. And nothing in there that's too useful. Need that. Would like to take it, but I don't need it since I'm not going to be murdering anybody. You could have stuff through here. Snuck through that way. Gonna use that to go up and over. Gotta take care of this.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you a Renka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka is not well. We must shield her.
Renka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even... There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Okay. The bad part is, well, I'm not gonna spoil that. Let's just say it's gonna make stuff. Now, right here. Because sometimes this next part doesn't really work.
Those men must supposed to be alive. Some cash, Grandpa. That's true.
I will call the police.
Police don't get paid to help out.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done.
Alright.
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What do they want?
What everybody wants. Money, to feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
I could lie to him, or I can be truthful, since I'm trying for a pacifist playthrough.
No, that's not who sent me. You paid someone for an AUG permit. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Those officers who stopped me. Sure, I remember. They charged me 3 times already. Said it was a very complicated process. I knew it wouldn't get me anywhere.
But you kept paying?
I was desperate. I would pay 100 more times if it meant I could stay close to my family, to what is left of them. I want to stay in Prague.
Why did you get augmented in the first place?
When my children had children, I wanted to keep up with them, mentally and physically. I wanted to take them to the park, push them on a swing. All of this was before the... you know.
Before the incident.
Right. Incident. How ironic, hmm? I get augmented so I can be closer to them, and now it's not permitted.
Where's your family now?
They're here in Prague. There are places I can go sometimes, from where I can catch glimpses of them, and at least I know they're all right.
You never speak to them?
Maybe someday. I think I still have a chance with my grandson. Children are better at forgiveness than adults. Is it not true?
They're better at forgetting. What happens if they catch you without a valid AUG permit?
They'll take me to that complex they built. Golem City.
Are you ready for that if it happens?
Not one bit. I'm an old man. I'd rather die somewhere that's familiar than live somewhere that's not. Golem City. Pfft. It's for criminals and revolutionaries. I am neither.
Here. This permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
He has something useful on him.
Milena, I met with both those AUGs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
Yes. One more to go and I'll max out hacking as well. I'm not gonna craft anything yet. I need to pop it here real quick.
Oh. What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sure. Here you go.
Head on.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means.
These are tough times. We all have to do what we can.
You understand? You have no idea how many people just look the other way. But we can't afford to. Not Oggs, and not anyone else. What happens to one happens to all of us.
The neuropazine isn't even for you, is it?
No, it's not. I'm what you might call well, I think of myself as a Samaritan smuggler. I get things for people in need.
I'm glad I could help.
Listen, I can't let you leave without thanking you properly. I store a few supplies in the basement. The code to the door is 1015. Help yourself to what's down there.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Like you said, we all need to help each other. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's see those odds and ends you have for sale.
Credits. Ooh, that'll definitely.
You can't go wrong with that.
No, you cannot. Thank you.
I'm good for now.
As you wish.
Playing this game drunk might be fun. But it can also be really, really, really aggravating. Let's live. You should always have two different secretary. Okay, that's another passcode. Alright, gonna have to get in there. I don't want whiskey, because while playing this game drunk might be fun, not really particularly useful. Okay, there's really nothing down here. But I did get a passcode.
Yes?
Just take it easy. Everything will be fine. Everything will be just fine.
You don't believe that any more than I do. They will make an example.
Oh yeah, we need to go yell at Panera.
You sound like that conspiracy on the radio.
I do not think that sounds right.
Do you despair for your future? Do you search for something? Some meaning?
The augmented are
You
harassed,
have suffered long enough.
spat upon, and forced from their homes.
And like always,
The part is, nobody actually... That's not gonna go in there right now. That would irritate a lot. That's just... Come back here eventually. But there are many, many ways to get to Yep.
Adam, thanks for calling me back, son. I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all...
I'm not interested in your sympathy, Seraph. We've got more important things to discuss. Like my doctor finding dormant Oggs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant, experimental Oggs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test dogs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan dog? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon. I've got meetings with Nathaniel Brown and the Santo group there. But I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
Okay. Money. Crafting parts. Don't need the alcohol. Might be fun to play drunk, but it would not be conducive to what I'm trying to do. I also. Okay.
I was lost like you, friends. In the face of persecution and hatred.
Daz is the man. He'll set you up.
I'll pass.
Do you despair for your future? Do you search for something? Some meaning that never seems to find satisfaction? We have answers.
That's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to go in the hard way.
Praise the machine god.
This is our map. I really do like the conversation in this game.
What is this?
At least they have something.
These papers are out of date.
Before friendly company.
The sound of roof pushes you.
Excuse me.
Can you wish upon a star?
What?
The song. It's in my head. It makes me think of the old puppet shop. You remember the one when we...
Really do like the conversation system in this game. You know exactly what you're gonna say, how you're gonna say it. I guess not yet. Okay.
This can't be happening to me.
This is where we are right now. And this takes us to 3 different points in the next area. The area we're going to spend most of our time. Might work for TF-29, but we are still technically in all. Have to drive. Exactly what you're going to say. Oh, and I'd like to give a shout out to the person who turned me on to this game. That would be Pacifist, the Rage of Holland.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I don't feel like standing here and doing that. This is how an Omni should work. Or a multi-tool. Basically, you squeeze the button, and it does that. I can make more of that. Okay, actually I have the lungs. Problem and opens this area up to us for later. Because later the police are going to be trying to kill me. Have to sneak around. Well, technically they're going to be trying to kill anyone. No. I told you to put this back on. And we'll have to come back here later because there's something here. that will come into play later. And we can't turn that off, actually, so without being insulated, that would have been a no-no. I'm basically setting up a lot of stuff for later. Alarm panels, turrets, cameras, laser grids. That leads to the next. That leads down to getting the neuroplasticity later. That may do just for fun. Though I can pretty much guarantee you that will devolve into a firefight pretty quickly. This is the only place we cannot go right now. Right now. We will get introduced to Chicane later. This is TF-29. Their front is a shipping. And we're going to spend quite a bit of time in here. But we're done with that for now.
Just make it through this ship.
He got his papers and everything. What the police do?
Hello, Og.
Mr. Og for you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What do you mean you think he'd make a better capo? Mr. Nicolazzi, he is a great man. This family, it is where it is because of him.
Of course, but what do you expect? The Valley family gives us a lot of respect in life.
What do you edit anything? I could turn this back on, but I'd like to come back to disable the bottom. I can each pass the rest.
initiated. Access granted.
Ow. I thought it was not going... I thought it was going to have me standing up anyway. What I'm doing. I think. And I don't need to go up there right now. A lot of this is just me preparing for the future. This game is that it's sometimes unpredictable. It doesn't always lead to crouch. Sometimes whenever you hack something, it'll automatically force you to stand up. Like I thought it was going to do back here, which is why I got floated. That released poison gas and technically killed them both. Now, the laser sight will give me away.
Huh? I wasn't listening.
Up to extract. Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN
Mr. Botkovelli knows everything at this point.
3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety
I
is
gotta wait for him to be on the other side of the room.
where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kassan,
Might be
reporting
on
to you,
tonight.
live from Picus.
They may have batteries, got this, Ashanti and resistance. For all you need to get through the day. Somebody over here.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
Hey, sure, what? Make it fast. Ехать бы из этого ебучего города.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
And there we go. That is getting the neuroplasticity modulator. Only knocking out 4 people. And all 4 of them deserved it. And popping out of this one. And we're right back. Now, I'm not going to go do the other one just yet, just because that's a pain in the butt.
I don't like being this close to the cash cow. Another one.
Still 7. So let's sacrifice 5. It will be useful for later. Also, not going to be using the ignorance. that can leave a lot of people very, very, very dead. Nothing really to do in there. Not going to sacrifice another biocell right now.
His protection payments, so my client beat him to death with a baseball bat. He burned them a dog.
In the market for... Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolate. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets. But we will, and you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Breach software is something you
Sure.
can find hidden around the
Great. Go ahead.
world. Okay. I have a bunch of things I need to sell. These are all useless, so might as well get rid of them. And I don't do revolvers. Too slow in my opinion, but that's just me personally. I already have one of those. I can buy a biocell to make up for what I use, and I'll buy one of these crafting parts. I'll take that. Don't need any of that. And I'm good on that.
Mm-hmm. Good choice.
Okay.
Some other time.
Don't wait for planned obsolescence.
Made addressing those concerns.
I haven't found any illegal software yet, but that will change.
Identification is like you are going to die when you see my new box.
I could just go to TS29 right now, but where's the fun in that? Also, if you need a distraction, you can actually set off a car alarm by activating it twice. Side quest to don't remember. This is mostly just me having fun running around, shooting a few people in the head. You know, just
More than a few
When
around.
did they close the public shop?
Ridiculous.
It's
Held
been
together
closed
with
for
chewing gum
ages,
and baling
maybe a year
wire.
or more.
Don't need bulk.
My niece
Yeah,
loves
all
those
about
little marionettes
this
they
is
used to
not
have.
right to go because that chicane's
The ones that look like dogs. I was going to get one for the birthday.
They love to tear us apart.
It's terrifying. Every bump and shake. Muslim Jacqueline.
not really a good place. No door. So they're basically just saying, come in, take whatever you want. I like the pistol I have. I will be picking that up later. Crafting part. Credit. There's our way in. time I played through this game, I actually had to brute force my way up here. This is actually part of a quest later on. But nothing that says I can't go snooping right now. Oh, actually, yeah, I will definitely take those. Not gonna take those. That. I take that though. Wrong one. Okay, there we go. And there's a hidden shotgun. Never a good sign whenever you find hidden weapons. Like I said, if you really want to trip, try playing this game drunk. Me, I like accuracy, so that's kind of out of the question. Definitely gonna take one of those. And there's nobody around, so nobody will know that I did a little bit of remodel. Tiny bit of remodel. Except, yeah. This gets us into the other storage locker. Unfortunately, there's just some crafting parts in here. But it does open up another path up. And it gives us this. So if we ever need to get back up there, better give us the way over here. A way in without going in through the front door. Which in some places can actually be detrimental to your health. Welsh whiskey. Well, this is the Ukraine, so I guess they love their alcohol. No, wait, this is not the Ukraine. Oh well, I don't remember. This symbol is something we've become very, very familiar with later. I know, I'm just wandering around at this point. I'm just taking advantage of the fact that I can go wherever I freaking want to.
In the hands of irresponsible
This will have to be a place we can
underground sites and radio stations
for later.
continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the collective is one of the most... Despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Costello.
Sometimes it's those who work in the shadows that you should be most afraid of. Alright. Updated. This is the place we will have to come back to.
Up in the stratosphere.
Yeah, I know I'm looting everything. But I'm not going to be using a lot of it. This is just so I have it later and don't have to go back through and loot everything again. And let's go back out the window. And wait. Okay, I guess we're going down. I guess we're getting tired of running around. Alright, on that note, I realized this wasn't as interesting of a game, but I do hope you all enjoyed. If you did, or just want to laugh at my inept playstyle, please like, comment, subscribe. It does help the channel grow. And it also means that maybe, just maybe, YouTube will not delete my channel as being unprofitable to them. I will see you all in the next episode. Not sure when that'll be, because I might take a break from this game, since there are a number of games coming out in the next month and a half that I really, really want to play. But until then, I will see you all in the next one. Later.